Recently, I was asked about a particle effect I used for the teleporter twins when in fact it wasn't. Introducing volumetric lights. To start, spawn a light and right-click Enable Volumetrics. FOV to change how wide it is, min-max distance and far Z atom to change the length and reach of your lights, volumetric intensity and noise strength to control how strong the volumetrics are independent of the brightness. In this case, I have the light slightly clipped through the top geometry of either teleporters to get this halo cone look, and then rapidly rotate the light in place. Make them narrow and now they're flashlights or headlights. Additionally, changing the texture of your lights lets you create a diegetic projection effect. You can achieve really interesting shapes and effects by having your lights be occluded by parts of a character, or the entire character even, having them enhance the look of muzzle flashes and explosions, and sometimes even get away with using no particle effects. Here's another use case. I've now turned off the volumetrics and motion blur for the following shots. Notice how it's just visually busier and more difficult to tell apart the characters from the background. What I do is that off in the distance, I set up a huge volumetric light that basically acts as a layer of fog. This sets up a value difference between the foreground characters and the background, all so that you can more easily read the characters' silhouettes. I actually figured this out back in this video where originally you couldn't really see Godzilla walking out in the distance. By adding that light, suddenly you can make it out that's him despite his size in the shot. Think of it this way, you're in a pitch black scene and need your characters to stand out. You could set up a bunch of rim lights or just use one volumetric light in the back to do the job. You can even have your characters be within the volumetric fog itself to give them a greater sense of scale, and some people even thought it was color grading. So now, you're really volumetric.